Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Unchurched Talk with the T as always, and you know I'm always here to give you what? The spiritual tea. Okay, so today I want to do a video about caregiving for my mom, okay? This video is just to follow up. Thank you so much for the views of my first video and just kind of seeing how my mother's personality is. She is a mess, okay? She is funny. It's not a dull moment, but there are some days when it's not easy and we go on. So thank you so much for just following me with this journey. So today, first of all, I want to say, please like and subscribe to this channel. Refer somebody else that you know may be dealing with caregiving, not just for their mother, maybe for their brother, maybe for a friend, anybody. We caregivers come in all shapes and sizes. Okay, I even talked to a person that commented on one of my videos, and they said that they caregived for more than one family member. So it's a difficult role, and to me it's truly an assignment from God. So thank you so much, and those of you who have caregived for a loved one and maybe they are deceased, hey, we need your help. We need your input. So thank you. Keep commenting below, okay? So first of all, I want to ask y'all, how y'all doing? Seriously, how are you doing? Okay, just an update. My mom has been gone for 2 weeks. Okay, her sister, bless her heart, she wanted my mother to come for 2 weeks. And she asked her boyfriend to come with her. And my mom's sister is very strong-willed person, but I've grew to appreciate her. Why? Because she's her sister, and she knows my mom in ways that I don't. So I've come to value her opinion and just be open to whatever she wants to do. So, I let her in on things because she is concerned about her sister. And that's a point that I want to have. There are other people that may love the one that you're caregiving for just like you, okay? So what do? Do you take this power role and say, no, I'm doing this, I'm doing that? Or do you try to work with the people around you? Everybody has an individual role, okay? Just like if you have siblings, some may be good at resources. Some may be good at just hands-on. Some may be good with entertaining the one that you're caregiving with. Everybody has a role. And sometimes you may feel like, well, they're not doing what I'm doing. And I have the hardest role, but everybody has to do what they have an expertise of doing. For me, just dealing with my mom, I can deal with her. I'm a mental health professional, even though they say you ain't supposed to be, it's different when you have your own. But the training that I have is very helpful, in dealing with my clients. I know how to, help her manage her medication. I know how to advocate for her, in talking with different professionals. I know how to deal with her, when she has different things going on with her mental health. For those of you who don't know, my mom also suffers from mental illness. She's bipolar, and we understand that it runs in our family. Now, she was diagnosed, she was a late onset of bipolar. So we didn't know, she didn't know this growing up, but now we know what's going on. She had highs and lows. She early on, my mother had depression. She dealt with depression. She was very quiet. Then she went on to being manic, and we didn't understand what that was, what that looked like. But in my training, thank God, and I always say that whatever you're doing, guess what? God has prepared you for what you're doing. Glory to God. So I want to ask you, how are you doing? With that being said, just checking in with you. If you are, having a rough time, that's what I'm here for, to help you along. For those of you who have caregive for a loved one and maybe they're gone, okay, I want to talk to you first. Come on in, I want to talk to you. You may be having a difficult time, not maybe, you are, just losing a loved one. And you may say, Sister Tracy, how do you know your mother is still alive? Well, I had a father that passed from lung cancer. So my siblings and I have been through this before, and he passed. His caregiving for him was totally different because my mother was alive. So in her 60s, she advocated for my father, and we kind of followed her lead, and it was very difficult for her. We tried to do what we could, but my father trusts his health in her care. So she was dealing with her own issues of being a senior citizen, retired, and just trying to do the best she can with her mental health and everything. But she took care of my father with our help to the end, but she was a primary caregiver. So when he died, that, to me, how you say when you look at some situations, hindsight is 2020. That to me was a trigger to her mental illness. And at that point, I saw my mother's health decline. Okay, she went into a manic state, lost her home, lost a lot of things. So in dealing with her, she is dealing with a lot of grief, as well as not being able to be the independent person that she was. Okay, so that is, what I want to, I kind of wrote some notes to kind of keep me on track so I'm not all over the place. But with that being said, that's how I'm able to kind of talk to those who have lost a parent. But it is important, number one, to go through the grieving process. And everybody grieves differently, okay? But my understanding, sometimes the enemy will come in, and before you know it, your siblings and everything, ain't nobody talking to each other, can't nobody agree on things. So it's important to go through the grieving process and allow your siblings to go through it as well. Some people isolate. Some people talk about their feelings. Some are even able to help somebody else. But it's, God doesn't want us to be separated. He wants us to come together because we can console each other. So, it's important to go through the grieving process, okay? Talk to somebody. That's why I believe that God has me here, talk to it. You can talk to somebody that is going through what you're going through. I'm going through it right with you. You can message me and talk to me, follow me on Facebook or, Tracy Garwood, just follow me. I'm trying to do the best that I can because we need that support, okay? even in losing a loved one, we need it because you have to allow yourself to go through the grieving process. So I said, talk to somebody, okay? Deal with unresolved issues. Okay, so what do I mean by that? For example, you may say, is it something that I could have done? Okay. At this point, we're all going to leave here. And sometimes we may get, mad at the doctor. For example, when my father was in the hospital, he was dying from lung cancer. And the person, it had to be an aide or somebody, gave him a shot, a flu shot. So, with the flu shot, it puts the virus in you to build you up to be able to fight the virus. Okay, so my father okayed to get the flu shot, but he was sick. His immune system was already compromised. So why in the world would somebody offer him? So it was just a lot of things. And we had to come to the grips just saying, look, he's gone. It's things that you could have done differently. Maybe if you said, if I could have visited my loved ones, if I could have did this, maybe they would have been here. But guess what? Everybody has an appointment to leave here. And that's what you have to come to grips with. It's nothing that you could have done, because when it's our time, and that's my belief system, when it's our time to go, it's our time to go. We are only allowed a certain time limit to be here. So you have to, deal with all those unresolved feelings. Sometimes we get angry at other people, and siblings. Like I said, it's so many things that can happen to separate you rather than bring you together. So sometimes you have to deal with those unresolved feelings. It takes a lot of forgiveness, especially for the one that is hands-on. Like my mother was dealing with my father. She was a primary caregiver. She had to help him, to clean him up, to everything that we're doing for her. And, sometimes, like they say, hindsight is 20/20. And I'm just realizing that she was caregiving for her husband. We were there, but we didn't live with her. Sometimes my nephew was there to help, but it was very difficult. So, with that being said, my sister was kind of the primary person caregiving for her. And we, like I said, we got into it, and everything. And I realized that it wasn't easy for her. But now, she's living with me, so I'm the, person on the front line. But like I said, you got to deal with those unresolved issues. It's important. Secondly, or the next thing, it's important. You got to heal. You have to heal. Guess what? Your loved ones is going on and you're living, so you have to allow yourself to heal and also heal relationships. Okay? Don't go through with your loved one want you and your siblings not to be speaking to each other. You have to do that. We were at that point, and God, thank God that we were able to work through that while my mother was alive. And I'm just praying that, it, stays that way. It stays that way. So that's my, aim to keep us together. Like I said, I don't know if I've told you, but I have a sibling that's in Georgia. She's caring for her mother-in-law with her husband. Everybody has an assignment. Everybody can't do the same thing. So don't waste time being mad because people are not doing what you're doing. I had to get over that too. Because, I asked the Lord, okay, even during this pandemic, Lord, what's my assignment? My mother was living by herself. She had a house fire. I was checking on her every day, but she had a house fire. And I realized that my mother could not live independently on her own. She was missing doses of medication, and she was smoking and had a house fire, the apartment fire. She didn't know how she started the fire. But I knew then, that told me, okay, I have to be more hands-on with my mother. And, like I said, that's how she came to live with me. And, I just want to I'm really thankful. Sometimes you have to, like I said, heal relationships. And my husband and we're not together. We're separated, pending a divorce. You never know what God can do, but he's on his journey. I'm on my journey, and I totally get it. But I'm thankful, and I, maybe have to tell him this. I'm thankful for all he did do, And sometimes we be mad at each people and everything. So now, even me, I'm learning to just be thankful because he did do a lot. He did do a lot. He would sit with my mother. He dealt with my mother in a way that I could not. And, now that he is not here, well, I have to, find a way to deal with her. And I know I get on her nerves. I know I do. But I'm doing the best that I can. And she, more and more, she says, that she appreciates, what I'm doing. Now we're in a 1-bedroom, so coming up when our lease is over, we're going to get a 2-bedroom so she can have her own space, so she can do the things that she wants to do and have privacy. So, I just want to come on here and give you some tips to check in with you. Like I said, you're not alone. That is what this segment, Unchurched Talk with the T is. Even though I'm spiritual, I talk about other things, besides, just the normal things, but things that we as believers go through every day. Every day we go through it with God's help and with his blessing. So I just want to just encourage you to be strong in the Lord. Get a relationship, not get a relationship, but appreciate the relationship with God. He's walking with you. You're not in it alone. So my mother will be back on Monday. And, I'm just kind of getting my mind together. I've had some time to do some things that I wanted to do. I went and saw some live music with my goddaughter, and just got out, and it's just me and the Lord. And I so needed this time just to sleep, just to eat some things that I want. I took a vacation from work, and I just needed this time. So, the Lord blessed me with this time to regroup because my mother has cataract surgery, and just managing her mental health and managing me working from home, it's a lot, and I couldn't do it without the Lord on my side. So, hey, I love you. Thank you for viewing the videos, caregiving for my mom and whoever you're caregiving for. God bless you. You're going to make it. For those of you who have lost loved ones, I'm praying for you that God heal you, that he give you new life. Because, living without someone is difficult, but God, every day is a beginning to, have new life, to reinvent yourself, to, know who you are without, doing the things that you did every day. I just had a co-worker that she was caring for her mom. Her mom just passed. God bless her, and I'm just praying for her and her family. It's not easy, but God gives us the strength to do the things I believe that we are assigned to do. So hey, come back to Unchurched Talk with the T, Caregiving with my mom. View the videos, and like I said, in one of my videos, Quarantine with my mom, before she lived with us, it hit 1,000 views. So I just, thank the Lord. This is a new channel, and I'm just want to be a blessing however I can. So I love you, and guess what? I'll see you next time to Caregiving with my mom, Unchurched Talk with the T. You be blessed, and I'll see you next time.